Lakers from Los Angeles, where on Friday the Lakers fired head coach Darvin Ham after he was their head coach for the past 2 seasons. Lakers did make the postseason both years. They won the inaugural in-season tournament this season, but they were bounced by the reigning champion Nuggets for the 2nd straight year. And the Lakers' job, pretty appealing. It's open again. 3 coaching changes in 6 seasons is quite a lot. And in our meeting, I said the influence of LeBron James and what happens next is tricky. But thinking about it, it's really not. If you're the Lakers, you're pot committed here. LeBron wants a certain coach and wants you to draft his son. Well, you're going to do it to get the final 2 years of his legendary career. The issue with that is, what does that make them? The Lakers are not championship caliber at the moment. They're good. They're not great. Kind of just stuck. We welcome in Dave McMenamin now with some thoughts on that. Dave, I am all the way on the other side of the country and completely uninformed here. These are just my opinions. You're right there in L.A. and you have a much better sense of the lay of the land. What do you think happens next in terms of what the Lakers front office prioritize?
Well, Scott, the Lakers coaching pendulum has swung from a young guy in Luke Walton to an experienced candidate in Frank Vogel. Then the first-time head coach in Darvin Ham. I'd expect the pendulum to swing back towards an experienced candidate this summer as they look to fill the spot. And you look to the news that came out after Darvin Ham was dismissed on Friday. That's an indicator that it will be an experienced guy. The Lakers parted ways with the rest of Darvin Ham's staff. And, of course, LeBron James's opinion will be taken into consideration here, but not just LeBron James. Anthony Davis as well, I'm told. And the team kind of looks as Anthony Davis is finally taking the torch from LeBron in the last season and a half. While LeBron could still have the time to kind of process the end of this season as he decides his future with the team, they have another voice and another leader in Anthony Davis whose opinion they will take under consideration.
Well, and that makes all the sense in the world, Dave, because as excellent as LeBron was at this advanced age, which really has no precedent, at some point, not too far down the road here, you're going to pivot into what's next. So it would make sense that while if James's voice carries weight, you get it, Davis's voice has to carry a ton as well. As far as LeBron goes, look, the timeline here the other night, I wouldn't call it ominous, but he kind of pondered that question and said, I'm not going to answer it. Was this your last game in a Laker uniform? What kind of timeline we know on that?
The Lakers aren't putting any pressure onto LeBron right now. Obviously, he has until June 29th to decide whether to opt out or opt into his contract for next year. And quite frankly, the Lakers are interested in LeBron James' business. So whether that be LeBron picking up his option, whether that being another 1+1, which will grant him a default no-trade clause, because it's basically playing 2 straight one-year contracts. That comes with the no-trade clause in the CBA. Or potentially if they want to sign a longer deal than that, the Lakers want to be there and ready at the negotiation table when LeBron is ready. In the meantime, the guys that they're thinking about and pondering have ties to LeBron James. 3 of the names I've been told in the last 6-7 hours: Ty Lue of the Clippers, Jason Kidd of the Mavericks, and JJ Redick of ESPN and the Mind the Game podcast.
Well, he doesn't have any experience, but he's certainly been in the room with LeBron chewing the fat, and obviously his basketball IQ and LeBron seem to mesh pretty well. It's a hell of a podcast, if nothing else. Dave, appreciate the time, man. Be well until next time, all right?
Thanks, Scott.
I'm on fire.